Hello traders, in this video we are going to be discussing a scalping strategy for the moving average convergence divergence. So if you are a scalper, then you're going to find this video insightful, and even if you are not a scalper, well, you might learn one or two from this video as well. So we're just going to be looking at a step-by-step guide on how to use the MACD scalping strategy to make quick and effective trades. Okay, so the first thing for us to do is to set up our MACD indicator. I already loaded it to the chart, but for the purpose of scalping, we are going to ensure that the settings are fit for scalping. Okay, so for the fast EMA, we are going to use the 12 period. For the slow EMA, we are going to use the 26, and then we are going to use 9 for this. Okay, then you can see the difference, right? Okay, now the MACD indicator is effective because it shows when the fast moving average crosses over the slow moving average, signaling a shift in momentum. Okay, now how do you use this strategy for scalping? Basically, you should be watching out for crossovers, the MACD line crossing over the zero line, and the histogram bars pointing in the direction of the crossover. Okay, so when the MACD line crosses above the zero line, it indicates a bullish momentum. Okay, it could be a good opportunity to buy or enter a long position. On the other hand, when the MACD line crosses below the zero line, it signals bearish momentum and could indicate a sell or short trade or opportunity. So you might want to look for these crossovers on shorter time frames like the 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 15 minutes. We are currently on the 15-minute chart. So even as a scalper, you're going to determine what time frame you are more comfortable scalping on. Okay, so you can use this on the 1 minute or the 5 minutes or the 15-minute charts for your scalping strategy, right? And then the next thing is it's important to combine the MACD with support and resistance levels. Okay, so in order to improve the reliability of the MACD, you might want to use it alongside key support and resistance levels. So all you need to do is to just plot your levels on your chart. Okay, just plot your levels on your chart. Any key levels that you could find, just get them set on your chart, and you don't have to remove them. Just leave them there because they're going to be useful for future references, right? So yeah, you can just look at some brief examples. Now we can see that when we had a crossover here, we can see that it was about that time that the price was bouncing off this. Initially it was a resistance, and then price broke above that resistance about the same point that we had this bullish signal. So it would have been a good opportunity. So it would have been a good opportunity to enter the trade because we had a bullish breakout right about the point that the MACD line crossed above the zero line. So that would have been a great opportunity to enter a buy. So you can see that support and resistance levels are very important. Now we could have considered using the resistance level as a possible exit, right, for that trade. And then let's look for a sell opportunity. We can see that when the moving average, when the MACD line drops below the zero line, we can see that about that point, initially we had a rejection at the support zone, and then eventually it was broken and we had a retest. It was confirming the breakout. So this would have been a perfect opportunity to sell, and that happened right after the crossover. So if we had sold here, we would have considered setting stop loss here. Take profit could have been at the nearest support zone. So support and resistance levels are very important when you are scalping. You want to catch a lot of quick trades, right? You want to catch short-term price movements as effective as possible. So you might not even want to stay in trades for too long. So support and resistance levels are going to help you to know when to exit your trades. Okay. All right. So basically that is how the scalping strategy works. Okay. Try as much as possible to make use of support and resistance levels and watch out for the crossovers. Okay. Watch out for the crossovers, and for more accurate signals, try as much as possible to only look out for signals that gives you confirmation both from the support and resistance levels and from the MACD. And you can also make use of trend lines as well. The more confirmations you have, the stronger the signals. So try as much as possible to wait for at least one or two confirmations right before going ahead to enter your trade. Okay. And then another thing is risk management. Try as much as possible to ensure that you observe proper risk management. Yeah, do not risk more than you can afford to lose. Yeah. And as for the lot sizing, try as much as possible not to risk more than 1 to 2% of your account per trade. Okay. Yeah, because capital preservation is paramount. Okay. Yeah. And another thing is risk to reward ratio. Yeah, so when you are risking $1, for example, try as much as possible to use a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 2. There are multiple reasons why 1 to 2 should be your minimum consideration. Yeah, some people think that 1 to 1.5 is okay, meaning if you are risking $1, you might be targeting $1.5. But in the long run, you might see that it's better to just have minimum of 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Okay, yeah. So that is it basically for this video. I hope you found this video insightful. Kindly like and subscribe for more trading insights. Cheers and happy trading.